Hello there, kings, queens, everything in between. Thank you all for commenting on my last video what Borderlands 3 did wrong. And I want you guys to say, or I want to say to you guys, god dang, I am trying to speed this up. I want this video to go by quickly for my sake and your guys' sake too. But thank you guys for commenting. I love talking with all of you guys. And I'm glad a lot of you guys agree with my opinions. So before I get started, I just want to say I don't hate Borderlands 3. I know I gave off the impression I did, but I'm just critiquing the game from personal, opinions and personal biases. But I do love Borderlands 3, and in this video I'm going to talk about what I think it did right. So, let's get into it, and I'll try and keep it quick for all of you people. So, first things first, I think the first thing that this game just obviously did right was the gameplay. The sliding, slamming, climbing, terrain damage, and barrel physics, etc. That was such a nice modern take, because Call of Duty, Battlefield, all the shooter games now have sliding and climbing and all that jazz. And now that Borderlands 3 got that brought to the table, I think it was a huge change that a lot of people loved. Even people that don't like slamming or sliding or climbing still got some use out of it and surprised themselves, and I think it was such a fun thing they did to really bring this game to the next level. The next point I want to talk about is the overall quality of life changes. Having ammo boxes and lockers auto pick up ammo for you, the lost loot and the bigger storage bank on Sanctuary, all of those are just nice quality of life changes that I know my mom and my girlfriend and everyone else I forced to play Borderlands against their will, they loved it. They really, really loved it, and I do too. The lost loot, personally, I could, give or take. I don't really care too much, but the things I hear from everyone else about the lost loot, they love it, and they don't miss legendaries. So I will give credit where credit's due. That is a nice change, and I'd like to see it again. On to the next point, the customization. The customization in this game was absolutely amazing, from the body, head, echo. They even added emotes, which I don't emote a lot. Even the room customization, weapon customization, and trinkets. You could really make your Vault Hunter who you want. You could make it your own. If you wanted to dress up and be all cosmic and have space and gold and lasers, go for it. If you wanted to have a wasteland, bloody, ravenous look to you, go for it. I don't think I've ever seen the same Vault Hunter appearance twice, which says a lot, because in a lot of other Borderlands, especially obviously the first one, but in Borderlands 2, I saw a lot of the same people rocking the same outfits. So on here, you could really pimp your character out and look absolutely badass doing it. Even your companions and skills also can change their appearance too. I loved it. Do more of this, Borderlands. Good job. You got a thumbs up from me. Anyways, the next point is the skills and skill tree and variations. I loved it. In Borderlands 1 and 2, you all played the same character that just had a different left bumper ability. On this one, your character is so fundamentally different from other characters, you feel so special. The Beastmaster having not only an ability, but a companion, a pet, that also has his own special ability. That's insane. Then Zane having 2 action skills instead of grenades. Amara being able to mix and match her siren abilities. And Mose having an Iron Bear with different weapons and augments to just absolutely dominate the battlefield for which situation. I think that was such a great change, having every character feel so fundamentally different, and with the multiple skills you can pick per character, also made individual characters have so much variation as well. The next point that I'm going to get into is the characters. The characters they did add, not you, especially not you, they had good characters. They had Balix, some Ice-T, They had Wainwright Jacobs. They brought back Gage and Timothy and They brought back so many characters, and it was such a surprise to see. Some of the side characters did add that little bit of charm to keep you pushing through the struggle of hearing the annoying voice of the Calypso twins. Finally, the final point before I wrap this up is the DLCs. They were phenomenal. I loved it. The villains, the story, the character development, and the locations on all the DLCs were so good. I felt like the DLC, the wedding between the two characters, I'm going to try not to spoil it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. The Guns, Love, and Tentacles DLC had such good character development. Krieg, my favorite character, going inside of his mind and seeing what he sees and what happened to him. Moxie going to the handsome jackpot. It was just so amazing. And then going to the Wild West, which I loved, and the bosses that came with it. This game, the DLCs just carried. I think the DLCs were way better than the main story, and I look forward to replaying these DLCs more than the actual main story. And good job, Gearbox. You guys did good. There's one DLC in particular that's really dog shit. Yes, you. You're horrible. You also ruined this game. You're not allowed in this video. You're banned. Get out of here. Anyways, those are the general points that I think this game did really, really good. The 6 points. Of course, there are some small things I might have missed, but for the sake of keeping this video under 10 minutes, that is what I believe made this game very, very good and replayable, and why I love it so much. Now, I would love to hear in the comments what you guys think the game did right, and I want to hear what things that made you fall in love with this game and what's your favorite Borderlands. And just feel free to talk with me in the comments. I will always respond, and I love hearing your guys' opinion. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I love you all. Goodbye.
See you again.